Boom! What's poppin', people? It's your boy Shaq, aka Black Goku, and we're doing another tier list, obviously. And this one's gonna be, real spicy. So we got the champions here. So in the last tier list, I didn't order, I did order it, but I didn't start it in a specific order. So for this, I'm gonna go in generational order. So starting off with Gen 1, going up to Gen. Wait, this doesn't have like all the champions. Well, it doesn't have Leon. And then okay. Well, give me a second. Okay, now we have all the proper champions, and I did want to include Red in this because it fucking matters. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Well, how technically wasn't a champ? Whatever. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna go in order from generation 1 to 8. Starting off with Blue. Need I say anything? Need I say anything? Need I say more? Like, come on, Blue. Look at this dude. Look at this man. So obviously, one of the dopest champions that we ever got in the entire fucking series. Like, not even just talking about how he was as a rival. This motherfucker, he was that dude that was that satisfying to actually like challenge. Like, because I mean, I'm not gonna talk too much about the difficulty of all the different champions, but back in the day, like fighting Blues, like fucking overpowered team, like everything was super balanced. Like it was like having our first champion battle being such a strong team of like diverse mons, and it was like if you don't go in there prepared, and I'm talking about Gen 1, not like Fire Red and the Let's Go game specifically. I'm talking about just Gen 1. Obviously, talking about like Fire Red, Leaf Green, he had even more diversity after you rematch him and he gets like T-Tar and shit. But just talking about the overall, like the first time that you battle these champions, and I'm not talking about coming back to like fighting these dudes, just the initial fight with them and just the impact that they had. Dude, Blue, he set a standard for not only rivals but how it should feel fighting a champion. But anyway. Who else we got in Gen 1? Who the fuck? Get this motherfucker out of here. Okay, my boy Lance, alright? Look. Alright, damn. Yo, Lance kinda hard though. See, it's a mixed bag. Lance, some people think he's overrated. I don't really think he's that overrated. I actually don't think he gets enough hype in some situations. But you know what? I'm gonna put him in saucy. I'm gonna put him in saucy because back when we first played these games, red, blue, yellow, all that good shit. Even in gold, silver, crystal, Lance, he was really cool. He was one of the few champions that actually had a super kind of friendly yet intimidating aura with him, because when you team up with him and he helps you in Generation 2 games, which I guess like is the more he played the most active role where you actually got to see a little bit of his personality. Like this motherfucker's badass. He's pretty sick. He's pretty sick actually, especially in the Heart Gold, Soul Silver. It made it was easier to like show the animations, I guess, for his interactions with his Dragonite. But when he had his Dragonite just hyper beam and just blast these fucking, or I don't know if he hyper beam, but like in Mahogany Town, and when he fucking bodied those two random Team Rocket dudes, it was like, bro, that's so aggressive. Like, but he didn't give a fuck. He didn't care. But anyway, and then having a little bit of his origin story come back from, I think it was in the anime, where they were basically talking about how he traveled to Galar and he trained with the dragon leaders and shit there, or whatever, like the dragon trainers, and he got like that's where he got his outfit from. I think that's some cool shit. It's pretty cool. Now, yeah, and his team was meh. I mean, there wasn't enough dragons back in the day, and you know, even if they tried to make it a little bit better in the remakes, it was still something. But anyway, I think, yeah, we didn't have any more cancel champions other than red. Easy. Free Wait, switch that. Hey, there we go. So, damn, I don't want to talk super long about each character, even though I kind of want to. But I'll probably get in more detail, like for the player characters and the rivals in a separate video, because I'm definitely gonna make more fucking tier lists. But Red, legendary. He is the epitome of godlike like champions. And there's gonna be some other ones who actually, yeah, there's gonna be at least one more in the godlike tier. But as far as like setting the standard, this motherfucker was that dude. Came in, fucking 10, 11-year-old, and just ran trains on everybody. And it was fucking hilarious because you take this noob trainer, this rookie and his little rival, and these motherfuckers single-handedly going through the fucking Kanto region, just like slapping everybody. And then people were just like, whoa, wait, who are these two random dudes who just start saucing all these fucking gym leaders and shit? Go in, like, because I think apparently for like a minute, for like a fat ass minute, nobody could even like challenge the Elite Four, because first of all, I don't think anyone was really getting past Giovanni as like the last gym leader and shit. And then when the people who did get into the Elite Four, they was getting fucking wrecked. And then these motherfuckers came through and like sauced them. Like first of all, like having Blue come in and just dig down everybody in the Elite Four, and then right after him, first of all, no one was able to do that up until then. And then you have Red coming in and just slapping Blue. Obviously it's you, and you're supposed to win, but dude, come on, like that. The weight of that, like, he's the one who inspired so many other trainers to get out there and do shit. Like, come on. All right. All right, whatever. So we kind of got Gen 2 out of the way with Lance. So Gen 3. All right, so Steven. I want to put him in saucy or cool. Nah, he is pretty saucy. He is pretty saucy. Now, personality-wise, I kind of fucks with him. He's kind of like that White Knight type of trainer / person. He's kind of like Reinhardt from, or he gives me Reinhardt vibes from ReZero, but ultimately he has dope design. He has a dope ace mod in Metagross, and I think in like the recent shit, like his canon, like as far as the anime, his canon like partners the shiny one, so that's fucking dope. I mean, if that's like the canon for his actual partner, but his battle in Ruby Sapphire was like really fucking dope. I'm kind of mad that they made Wallace the champion in Emerald. Just like why? Like, what the fuck purpose did you have for doing that? Like, Steven was such a chill champion. He was suave, he had that money. He had like a cool team, but they kind of, I don't hate that they made him a final boss in Emerald, but the fact that they made him not the champion, but made him like the true final boss is like, why? You could have just made his team ridiculously strong in a rematch, or just have him have like a crazy rebattle at some point like later in the game, similar to the Red treatment. But it kind of wouldn't be the same, since he would be the standing champion. But Steven's cool. Steven's saucy as fuck. Wallace, look, man, you kind of meh for me, man. Look, I think Wallace is he just doesn't deserve to be champion. Like, he didn't do anything. Or correct me if I'm wrong, but he didn't do shit throughout the entire. I'm trying to think of some noteworthy shit that Wallace did. And if we talk about the manga's a little different. So he was a little bit more involved in the manga, but it's just as far as like the overall games, Ruby Sapphire Emerald, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, dude, who? I almost want to put him in Yeet, because he's like low-key kind of irrelevant. Anyway, fuck it. Okay, we got Gen 4 next, obviously. So, here's the thing. Cynthia, you can say she's overrated. Probably is a little bit, but first of all, not only was she the first female champion, but she was strong. She was too strong. Now, I don't remember exactly how hard I struggled with fighting her in the original Diamond, Pearl, Platinum games, but all I know is that I remember not winning immediately, or it taking like a bit. Like everybody like had a little bit of challenge with Cynthia at the very minimum. Now, not to mention that her design, her overall aesthetic is fucking dope. Like her her appearance in the anime. Like she's really chill, kind of philosophical, and I like her interest for mythology and just studying all the mythos, and just I just like what she does. She's cool. She's cool. I don't want to talk too much about Cynthia because I mean everyone and their mothers talk shit about like how dope Cynthia is, so I'm not even gonna go into anything too crazy. But I like the fact that her mascot or her partner Mon is Garchomp. Garchomp is one of the best Pokemon we've gotten, period, in the entire fucking franchise. And the fact that she's just rocking one of those steady with Lucario too. It's like, dude, come on, that's a free godlike. Now, I'm not gonna put her over Blue because and this isn't even a nostalgia thing. This is just a raw like that sauce, you know. Like these two, they're up there. They gotta stay number 1, number 2 respectively. She's gonna be number 3. I don't have anyone who's gonna really contest her. So yeah. All right, Gen 5. Now, Alder. Alder was cool. So the thing is, Alder. How do I even go about it? Well, okay, wait. Also, like a little bit more to say about Cynthia. So when it comes to like the champions' involvements throughout the story, we had Steven being fairly involved in the story. We had Cynthia fairly involved in the story, like pretty decently involved. And so was Lance in Generation 2, not Gen 1, obviously. But Alder's involvement was a little different because when we first get introduced to him, it's more so we're just, oh, this is the champion. He's just here, just fucking around talking shit with people. When we met him like leaving Nimbasa City, and it was kind of interesting seeing like the first kind of chill, laid back, almost silly, kind of goofy champion, especially like his representation in the anime. He was really aloof, but at the same time kind of like chill. So I fucks with Alder and his backstory with his partner Pokemon getting like or passing before he even became champion. Now that, like, come on, dude. Okay, I'm not gonna go and rant about the Gen 5 story shit because like in the complexity and the depth of all these characters or whatever, but they could have talked a little bit more about that. I wish they probably would have, or I wish they could have talked more about Alder's backstory in Black and White 2 when they did the Unova Link or the Memory Link thing, like maybe having a flashback to young Alder fucking throwing hands before, like with his Volcarona before it passed, and then just expanding on that story a little bit. But I really appreciate that he had kind of like one of the darker backstories out of all of the, I think probably like one of the saddest and darkest backstories for any of the champions to my not completely caught up with the manga knowledge, because I know they get in more detail with a lot of characters in the manga, and I'm only at, I think I'm at like X and Y, but anyway, so yeah, I think it's cool. So, oh man, Iris. Okay, this might be a take. I'm gonna put her in Saucy. I like her a little bit more than Steven. Actually, I'm gonna put it up there. Okay. Let me defend Iris real quick, because I know a bunch of y'all motherfuckers like, oh, Iris top tier in the fucking Saucy? Nah. But okay, so hear me out. Now, I'm ignoring Anime Iris, because Anime Iris, like, she annoyed the fuck out of me. I don't like Anime Iris, but video game Iris just hits different. Gen 5 hits different, but video game Iris, she gives me kind of the same, some of the same vibes as Anime Iris, because she's kind of spunky, she's out there, she's outgoing, but in the game, she seems, I don't know, like a part of, she seems a little bit more, I don't want to say silly, yet okay, wait, what's the word? I don't know how to explain it, but she gives me that kind of Bianca silly, goofy vibes, but at the same time, she's low-key strong as fuck, because, I mean, you know, in the original games, Black and White, we didn't know she was going to be the gym leader unless you just knew about that shit before you played, but like, just finding out that she was the last gym leader in Pokemon White, or she was a trainer on par with Fuck, what's the 8th gym leader's name? The mayor. Fuck, how am I forgetting his name? It's not Bryson. Anyway, the fucking 8th gym leader, in black and white, or sorry, in black, having her being comparable to him in black, but then being the actual 8th gym leader in Pokemon White was pretty dope. But then you take the 2-year time skip, and obviously, you know, Alder, he kind of fell off with the whole end shit, and you know, I don't even think I want to see a full powered Alder. Oh my god, I almost fucked that up. Because the thing with Alder, I don't think we were able to really see him at his peak, because first of all, he lost his partner. Yeah, sure, he was a champion, so he had to have gotten there somehow. He showed enough sauce to make it to become the champion, but with all the shit that happened with him losing his partner, and then just having that hole in your heart and shit, because he went on a whole ass journey and stepped away from being champion and then passed down to Iris. The fact that Iris was able to come up from being like either not the 8th gym leader, but like comparable to a gym leader in black and white, to just straight up just becoming the champion. In 2 years, you could have had like a fuck ton of motherfuckers come up and challenge the league to become champion. But the fact that she was sitting there holding it down until Rosa and Nate came, like, come on, dude. Like, and her design, I like her glow up. She had like a really nice glow up. Her little queen looking outfit, dress shit, like that shit's nice. And her team was dope. Team was pretty fucking good. Especially like if you do challenge mode for black and white too. She kind of give you the work with those items, man. And her battle theme, oh my god, she easily had one of the best battle themes out of all the champions, in my opinion. But yeah, Iris, she was cool. She was cool. She has good energy, good vibes. I fucks with her. She's saucy. She's saucy. All right, Gen 6. I like her more than Wallace. So Diantha, she was a little bit cooler in the anime, but as far as the games, she was kind of hot garbage, low key. I mean, not as worse as this motherfucker. What's his name? Whatever the fuck his name is. Like she wasn't terrible, but I think she's kind of carried by her music and like a little bit her design, because I fucks with her design. Her hair is whatever, but her personality and her involvement in the story and just her overall strength, it's just not there. It just wasn't there for me. So I mean, better than Wallace, because literally, like, what the fuck was the point of him? But yeah, I don't know. X and Y obviously weren't really difficult games, so you can't even really expect the champion to be that hard. I don't remember having a particularly hard time with her when I first played X and Y, but she's meh. She's meh. Okay, now we got Gen 7. Now, I don't really want to count them as champions, because like they never really technically became champions. It was more so they were the placeholder until we got there to become like the official champions. But I guess you kind of needed like some type of hurdle to, you know, overcome. So, but overall, you know, I'm gonna, because we're not just talking about how they are as champions, but how they, you know, how their personalities, their involvement in the story, just because I'm giving them like a general review. So Kukui was, I actually fucked with Kukui in the games. You know, he was, I mean, I kind of want to put him in saucy. Yeah, I'll put him in saucy. I think I like him more than Steven and Lance. Yeah, I like him more than Steven and Lance. Get behind. There we go. Yeah, so yeah. Now, because obviously in black and white, or not black and white, in Sun and Moon, we don't really have, you know, a father figure, but Kukui in the anime felt like a dad to Ash, and I kind of, some of those vibes really kind of rubbed off on me in the anime, or sorry, in the games. He felt like family, and that's kind of a unique feeling to get from any like non-actual family member character in the games, especially for like someone with such a significant role as being the professor. He was, well, yeah, this is like this is the only professor other than Oak who actually was basically a champion, and his involvement in the story was pretty hands-on, and like I like his portrayal in the anime, even though they kind of like toned him down. Like they made him a little bit more, I want to say more mature is the wrong word. They kind of made him more chill and adult like in the anime, but in the games he was kind of a little bit more goofy, and I kind of like that. Or not like super goofy, but he just I like his little catchphrase. I don't remember what the fuck it was, but he always said like woo or something like that. And I wish, and always doing the 4 thing. It's certain things like that where I wish they really took some of the shit from some of his personality from the games and brought it into the anime to like have like a better representation, because almost all of these champions, or a good amount of these champions, get a lot lost in translation coming from the games to the anime, because you know the games always come out first. So you see the games, you see how the characters act in the games, and you expect them to be a certain way in the anime. Now, I'm not saying everyone doesn't completely like get portrayed properly in the anime, but more or less, you know, Blue gets portrayed the same before he gets like super mature, like come off as that like snarky dick, but like, you know, that you just want to beat his ass, but you know he can kind of talk shit for a reason. Cynthia, she kind of comes off the same, basically. Iris, no. Kukui, no. Lance, more or less, yeah. Steven, yes. Alder, yes. Actually, I think he's a little bit more, you know, actually, no, yeah, Alder's pretty spot on. Diantha was cool, a little bit cooler in the anime. Wallace, I don't remember anything, and you know, obviously this dude wasn't in the anime, but yeah, so just as far as getting Kukui right, I think he was pretty cool. And I know I ramble, dudes. Y'all gotta realize I talk shit. Like I have opinions. I'm gonna explain these because it can get kind of weird if I just say like, oh hey, this person's this because of that, but kind of give you, without giving you a little bit more context, since none of you guys have seen me play through these games. It's kind of just my own hearsay, he say, she say, well, whatever. I ramble. How? Look, man. Oh man, dude, he barely scraped it. He barely scraped it. How is like a low tier cool for me? So some people say How is a really good rival, or he's really underrated. Dude, this motherfucker whined way too much. Like people be talking about how Hugh whined a lot, man. Dude, fucking. Well, okay, all right. Okay, I'm actually not gonna say like whining too much, but he just didn't feel like a real rival at all. And the fact that he's even here on the champions list, in Ultra Sun and Moon, in his defense, he was a better character, and it was better enough to where I could kind of put him like literally Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon saved him. But the thing is, Sun and Moon had like a better plot in my opinion. So if they would have taken Hao's character development and put it into normal Sun and Moon, then he would have been higher. He definitely would have been higher, because him and his whole little inferiority thing with his grandpa, his kahuna grandpa and shit, trying to like be better, but then like not being able to like live up. You get Hop vibes, and it's like, dude, they're almost the same fucking character. But Ultra Sun and Moon saved him as a character, I think, but ultimately I still don't really like him that much. I mean, I don't dislike him, I don't hate him, but I'm just very, very indifferent, but like leaning towards not fucking with him. And his team was alright, I guess. I don't remember ever struggling with him. I don't remember his team other than like Alolan Raichu, but yeah, he's cool. He's cool only because of Ultra Sun and Moon and his development, and him having like more resolve and shit, and him actually getting a little bit more sauce in the later half of the game instead of just being like a fucking waste of potential. But anyway, yeah, so there we go. Now Leon, we're getting in Generation 8 here. Now, where is Leon actually? See, this is another hard. You know, I'm gonna rank. Fuck. Damn, where does Leon go? Leon's cool. Is he cooler than Alder? Oh man, this might be a take. I don't know. I don't know how people feel about Leon, but for me at least, his design's okay. I like the crown and the regal motif thing he has with his hat and his little cape and shit. I think that's kind of cool. Personality wise, I think he's all right. You know, he's a little too. happy-go-lucky for me, but to be fair, he is like pretty young compared to like some of the other champions, I think. Or he's not like super old, and he gives me Alder vibes. He gives me Alder vibes, but like in the more, I'm like the top shit, and like I'm aloof, but I'm chilling, and I think his little quirk about him always getting lost is kind of funny, but. Okay. Anyway, hope nobody died. But anyway, his team is one of his redeeming qualities though. See, I almost want to put him in saucy, but his whole thing about going on being an undefeated champion, he has potential to rise for me, honestly, because he could go as high as low to mid sauce, but that would be solely based on the anime, and I haven't really seen too much from him in the anime. But I kind of wanted to see a little bit more from him, because the games he was just doing too much in the games, but also not doing enough, because we were really getting to see him being involved as a champion, be like, hey, there's problems going around the fucking region. I'm gonna handle that. Main character, you're the main character. No, you don't gotta worry about that. I got it. I'm gonna do this because I'm the champion, which you don't really see from too many other champions, and that's another thing that actually, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give Leon like a little bit more praise for that, because he actually feels like a champion, even though he's doing too much in the game. If there's a problem, you know, the champion should be the one solving it, and he does got a lot of clout. He got like a lot of fans, and he's not bad. He's not bad. He's gonna be like low tier saucy for me. But yeah, I want to see more from him. I didn't dislike him. He does have like one of the stronger champion teams, so I can fuck with him. And this dude, you're meh. What's his name again? It doesn't matter. He's mad. We only really get his like a little bit of his story from the DLC, which they could expand on in the anime at some point, and we did see a little bit of him in the Twilight Wings, but ultimately he's meh. He's meh. I almost want to put him in Yeet, because it's just like, well, all right, but the bit of story that he does have, I guess, is interesting enough. The fact that he trained Leon, and you can basically say he's trained with champions, so I can fuck with it. But him okay, mild spoilers, but like in the not Crown Thunder, in the Isle of Armor DLC, when he switches to that, his fucking eyebrow shit start floating up, and he looks like a fucking martial arts master and shit. Like, I think that's pretty cool. I think that was pretty cool. But the fact that his wife is a whole ass like 60 years younger than him, that's kind of sus. But yeah, I think yeah, that's the tier list, boys. That's the tier list. We got the goats, we got the greats, we got the, you know, all right, you know, we got the and then we got yeah. So this has been your boy Shaq, aka Black Goku. Y'all know what to do. If you like the video, you can leave a like. If you like the content, you can subscribe. And if you you know, feel ever so inclined, hit the notification bell as well, so you can stay updated on when I make videos and all that good shitty shits. But gonna be making more tier lists, and they will be coming out relatively soon. I don't know about the length, because I keep making these kind of long because I like to talk, but hopefully y'all enjoy the kind of longer videos, or at least somewhat talkative ones, because I don't know, just getting my little 2 cents out there, getting my little takes. I don't think this is a bad tier list. I think this is pretty solid. You know, pretty well. Some people might have some feelings about how maybe some of the placements right here, but yeah, it's whatever. All right. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.